49ers training camp where Trey Lance has the reins ready to go for San Francisco. And the whole conversation involving him is just a ton of doubters. Whole load of doubters. And
you are not one of those.
I am not one of them. I am not one of them because I know that if you have a quarterback in the Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan system that can move around and make you think you have no idea where the ball is, whose hands are on it, and where it's going. If you've got a guy that can keep the defense guessing and then keep it and run it, or keep it and throw it, or hand it to Deebo or throw it to Deebo, and I know he's holding in, but this thing's going to get done. DK Metcalf got done, and they share the same agent. And this is an incredible game of chicken that's going on with San Francisco and Seattle right now. Amazing. Because, and I'll get to the wide receiver in just a quick second, but if you have that kid who can run it, throw it, create more doubt, put more pressure on a defense, certainly in the red zone, then you've got yourself a heck of an offense. Kittle, Ayuk, Deebo, the running game, and then this kid. That's the issue, kid. And a lot of people just can't wrap their arms around the fact that the Niners, having made the Super Bowl just a few short years ago and almost making it last year, that they would throw their lot in with a kid and have to live and die with the ups and downs and the growing pains and the maturation of it all. But guess what? The Niners cast that die, put their toe in that ocean the minute they sent all those draft choices to the Miami Dolphins to trade up in the draft in 2020. The minute, or 2021. The minute that happened. So now it's time. It's time to pay that bill. And then on the DK front, just think about it. DK Metcalf is paid. He shares the same agent with the 49ers, Deebo Samuel. So the Seahawks kind of know. Obviously, they got to take care of their own business, and DK needs to be taken care of. And so they know whatever contract they give to Metcalf is going to be taken immediately to John Lynch and say, this is the floor for our guy that we're talking about here. They know that right on the spot. And he also knows that DK doesn't do for Seattle the same stuff that Deebo does for San Francisco. So signing DK does kind of put pressure on the 49ers to get things done with Deebo. And to get things done with Deebo, I'm sure you can move things around. But one would think TJ Jefferson, Susie Schuster sitting in for Chris Brockman, and hey, Jay Felly, I just realized I started just by a soliloquy on this hour. But that, how do you think they might have to pay Deebo right now? It's possible they don't have to do this, but one would think in order to pay Deebo what he needs to get paid, the cap space, how do you create it if you need to create it? Well, getting rid of Jimmy Garoppolo might be a way to do it. Getting Garoppolo's salary, whether you have to eat it all right now or you can save some of it right now, off the books. And who might hop on Jimmy Garoppolo the minute he's available to throw to the newly paid DK Metcalf? Again, I'm not saying there is a direct correlation because each team has to take care of their own business. And I don't know how the cap actually is down to the penny and what they can move around with the capology in San Francisco along with John Lynch to make it work.
It's very confusing.
Because I missed that part of independent study this week.
What were you doing?
Susie and I started Yellowstone this week. So we enjoyed the first 2 hours. Very good.
You got a long way to go.
I know that. We're very excited. We're very excited. Watched it right here on Peacock, as a matter of fact. But put it all together, and it just seems like, okay, we signed DK. That agent now is going to take this to John Lynch, say, there's the floor for Deebo, and then the floor is going to have a little bit more of a ceiling. And in order to facilitate this right now, maybe it would be helpful to get Jimmy Garoppolo off your roster, and who might take it and take that and bring him to our roster for DK. Seattle. Fascinating stuff playing out. Kind of dig it.